Hi everyone, it's Vanessa and it's Sunday evening, and I thought it was time for a little vegan late night confessions. I don't know if you all have ever seen that show, Taxi Cab True Confessions, I think it's what it's called, and it was where people get in the cab and because they're with a stranger, they can kind of just let it all out, things that their indiscretions or their feelings to others. And I always thought that was kind of a fun, kind of voyeuristic show to watch. And it kind of leads me into to food and to binging and sneaking around a little bit, if you will, on sometimes less than healthy habits in the food arena. And a couple things that I'll cover before I'll kind of fess up is that one of the first things I do in my Wellness 101 class is we talk about, one, that we want to have a food journal. And that the food journal, really it's the best picture of what's going on in your, in your lifestyle, in your diet and lifestyle. And it's often, the most tough thing to actually put down on paper and to be honest with yourself, as well as it's a reality check, because I can tell you most people, they're like, oh my gosh, my diet's great, or maybe it's not so great, but they don't realize how, really out of balance that their diet generally is once they get it down on paper. And even I have to say, even myself, when I've had to write down things that, and I could have had just the cleanest diet on the planet all day, and then I get to that late night, which is definitely my time to, if I was going to have a bad moment, it would be in the evening, and I don't want to put it down. I don't want to write down that I had that extra bowl of cereal, or that I had, some extra yogurt, or soy ice cream. I don't. It doesn't feel good. I think it's. Maybe I'm different. Maybe but I don't think I am. I think just talking to my clients and my friends and family, that I don't think anyone likes to feel that they're imperfect, especially when with food. It's an interesting thing to study. And oftentimes people think, gosh, my diet, what, my diet isn't that bad. But really, a food journal is a mirror into, it's a huge reflection staring right back at you that says, wow, I guess I am eating more than I thought, or I didn't realize I'm actually having a whole lot more cheese than I thought. But the first thing is to be honest with yourself and be able to write that down. And then the second thing that I talk about in class is that you have to clean your surroundings. You have to sanitize your environment. So one of the first things I'll say is that your pantry, your refrigerator, all the things that are your trigger foods, you think that you can just say no. Okay, I'll just no. You know what? The cookies will be in the pantry, and I'll just have those occasionally. That generally doesn't happen. Most people that can do that don't have a weight situation, or it is so rare that people can have a variety of not so healthy options in their home and it not be a problem for them. So it's not your fault when you keep Oreos or cakes or peanut butter or whatever it is that is your trigger food in the pantry or in the refrigerator, because it's calling your name. It's like, Vanessa, Vanessa, Cheez-Its. I can tell you all the things I used to have before I cleaned up my diet that were there, and I couldn't say no. So let me let me get on with the show and just tell you what happened to me. So we went grocery shopping today, the girls and I, to prepare for our week of classes, of cooking classes, and all the wellness classes that are starting this week, and all excited. And the girls, we love to do product testing, so the girls were excited to find some new tofutti kind of chocolate-covered sundae ice cream cone type things. And of course, I said, okay, that'll be your treat, and we'll do a video, because it's product testing. And while I walked past the refrigerator frozen section, my favorite type of soy ice cream was on sale. And it's purely decadent, dairy-free. And let me be the first to tell you that this, let me get right in there, this is not healthy. Okay, this is definitely a junk transitional treat. Yes, it has no dairy in it, and for me, for being vegan, that's great. And it does, honestly, it's a great taste. So when you do want a treat, I think that they have really nailed it down. I wish it were a cleaner product. But that being said, this is the one. And actually, this is the Chocolate Obsession. My favorite is the Peanut Butter Zigzag. So, of course, I grab two because, they're on sale, and why not? And so we came home, and I put the girls to bed, and I went to the deep freeze and got out the Chocolate Obsession. I actually was looking for the Peanut Butter Zigzag, but I realized that I grabbed both Chocolate Obsessions, by the way. And I popped it open because I do not like to eat it out of the bowl. I like to eat out of my own container. I can't stand to share it. And I sat down to eat it. See that? That's what's left. Nothing. Transitional. Treats are occasional. Treats are for birthday parties. Treats should not be brought into the house except for you have a serving, and then it should go. So this clearly is not one serving, nor is it two or three, but four. Now granted, maybe the size of a 12-year-old could eat, 1/4 of this, but at any rate, I ate all of it. So I feel better. I've purged myself. No, I'm not perfect, even though I like to pretend sometimes that my diet is. I too have I have weakness like the rest of us, and I wanted you guys to see that that it happens. But I went upstairs. I did a little Shalene turbo kick to ease my guilt a little bit, and then I decided, well, that wasn't going to do. I needed to just verbally get it off my chest. So the point is, if you're bringing this home, share it with a loved one, or really think twice before bringing it into the house. And if I knew this the moment I opened up and I put it in my cart. I said, I don't know about this. So anyway, that's my true confession, my true vegan confession for the evening. See you guys again soon.